So, back again, doing another tier maker. Today we're going through all the Jurassic Park and World movies. I'm a little familiar, I've watched them all. A little unfamiliar with some of these movies. The Jurassic Park 3. It's been a while since I watched it, but let's begin. So, Jurassic Park, the first one, is the best one. It is. There's so many iconic moments. There's the Dr. Alan Grant first time he sees dinosaurs, and then that beautiful Jurassic Park music plays, and how can you just not love that scene? It's so iconic. Just the whole movie though was a lot of fun. The whole premise is fun. I would say like this is one of the breakout moments for Jeff Goldblum. Obviously, there was some other moments that helped along the way, but yeah, like so many iconic quotes like "Life finds a way" and everything like that. Huge cast, and yeah, amazing movie. Highly recommend this movie. And yeah, so Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World. You know, this is one where I'm not. It's been a couple years since I watched it. I think a B tier is being nice, but the only reason I'm giving it a B tier is I do remember like this Jeff Goldblum only. I do remember he was like, is he on a bus or something? A trailer maybe, and the trailer is like going off a cliff, and the dinosaur is attacking him while he's trying to survive that cliff. That scene was pretty awesome, and overall though, probably not as good of a movie. Hell, I can maybe even say it's a C tier, but let's just go B tier for now, and then we'll go from there. Maybe change it later. Jurassic Park 3. I would almost give this a D tier, but I'm just gonna give this a C tier. I guess my biggest issue with Jurassic Park 3 is like it's very unmemorable. Sure. So unlike the second one that only has Jeff Goldblum, the other two come back for Jurassic Park 3 without Goldblum, and I believe Goldblum's not in it. Yeah. And this has that weird scene with like the talking dinosaur in the dreams and everything like that, and it's just super random, and I don't think it's the greatest movie, for sure. Now, Jurassic World, I would say it's an A tier. So it's been quite some time since we had any Jurassic movies, and now it's like, here's the park. It's been actually developed, despite the fact that they were gonna scrap the idea and everything, and it's very similar to the first one. Just the park is established instead of being set up, and some cool moments. Like the fact that they like made up dinosaurs splitting genes and everything maybe makes it lack, but this was Chris Pratt, like this Guardians, and then you had this, and both movies really helped him excel to the next level. This movie made so much money. I think for the longest time it was in the top 5 of like box office most of all time or whatever. And I think like Endgame knocked it out of the top 5. I could be mistaken. I would have to look into that, and I will. So yeah, overall good movie. Now, Jurassic World lost. I can't remember what the second one is called, but Jurassic World 2, I did not like it at all. There was one really cool moment with like the long neck dinosaur as the planet is exploding. He like looks back and screams for help. That's very sad, and that scene alone almost makes me want to bump it up to like a B. But the whole like movie being like corporate bidding and within the confines of like this giant mansion and everything, I didn't really care for it. I think it just, why do you want to go see a Jurassic Park movie? It's simple. You want to go see a Jurassic Park movie. The people run around in a prehistoric island and try to survive dinosaurs, and this kind of implemented a little too much of the sci-fi then that's not needed in my opinion. And yeah, before we get into Dominion, just kind of a spoiler alert. And this movie has been getting a lot of mixed reviews. People love it or people hate it. Um, you know, I would give it an A minus or a B plus, somewhere in there. I'm gonna put it, and I'm gonna just put it as A tier. And probably I know a lot of people are gonna disagree with me, and everyone has their opinion. I do like how they used both casts. You have everyone from the Jurassic Park series, and then you have everyone from the Jurassic World series, and they all get their individual time. And that's one thing I do like. Everything is not in just servicing the new cast, like say the Star Wars sequels where Harrison Ford, Leia, and Luke, Han, Leia, and Luke, they're all back together, but they're not back together, and they're just there to service the new cast and pass them the torch. This one was just, here's the two sets of casts, and and so the character part is good. There could have been a little bit more dinosaur scenes, absolutely, on the island. It felt like the movie was maybe either a little too short or not long enough, one of the two. Just pacing issues, I guess. Like, they could have spent more time on the island when they arrived before everything goes down, just with the dinosaurs. The whole plot with the crops and everything was kind of a little I guess it made sense, and it did make logical sense, and it is a good follow-up to Jurassic World 2. Now the dinosaurs are just out in the open and stuff. But some time has passed, and if dinosaurs have been around in the public for a while, I feel my biggest issue is that people aren't reacting any ordinary. I think there's that one scene where you see Chris driving his motorcycle with the raptors with the lasers, and they drive into a downtown squares, and there's just two dinosaurs that randomly eat people that are just standing there. They're not a part of the action set prior to, so they didn't show up as a result of Owen, I think is his actual character name, being there. They just were there already. I feel like if dinosaurs broke out and it's been some years and they're at the point where they're just roaming around a downtown center, there would be some more precautions, and people would be just not casually walking around and getting chewed up by dinosaurs and stuff. So I think there's definitely some issues with that, and that alone would make me want to just the plot holes of everything, and the logic of the writing would make me want to give it a B tier. But then the character, and then the lack of really, I like my dinosaurs on an island, right? I don't like them going around a downtown city and everything like that. And then the time shortage. Yeah, you know what? I'll say it's better. I'll say it's like that, basically. Maybe it's not so much an A tier. You definitely get points for the use of the original cast. The other problem I have with this movie is the closure. This is the end of the Jurassic World movies, but what really happens? Alan Grant gets with the girl after all these years and everything, and that's about it. And they bring down the one company, but another company could just come. And yeah, I don't know. They conclude the storyline of the one specific movie, but it didn't feel like this is the final Jurassic World or Jurassic Park. It definitely feels like they could make another movie, and they just chose not to. One movie that's not on here, and I guess it's not a movie, is the animated Netflix series. It's definitely a kid show. It's almost akin to the Star Wars Clone Wars or Star Wars Rebels. And in that regard, if I've actually watched every episode, and I don't know where I would rank it. Let's look here. So, when it's at its best, I would say it's A tier. When it's at its worst, I would say it's C tier. So, I guess that's another B tier property for me. The cast is cool. I do like the idea of they're on this island after Jurassic World, before the second one, and the island is just straight abandoned, and just the dinosaurs are wreaking havoc, and they're trying to survive. There's a really good episode where you think a character has been dead for so long that turns out he didn't die, and it shows how he went through what he went through during that time when he thought he was the only one left. That was a really good episode. They eventually get to the season where it gets a little bit messy and it's unnecessary, where they go into the new island that's not the same island and stuff, and that's a little weird, and they do the like battling and everything. I didn't really care for that. I believe, like, I can't really remember off the top of my head, but the new season is, I think this would be season 4, is coming out right away here. Let me check here. It is coming out. Is it already out? Yeah, I don't know when it comes out, but it's coming out soon. I'll leave it in the comments below if people want me to. But yeah, that's my rating of the Jurassic series, even including the TV show there. I do think there's room for more movies, and I would go see them. They're just popcorn flicks. I think if you I think people overthink these movies, and overall, it's you go to a movie to get out of the house, to go have some fun for a date, whatever the reason may be, and you're watching dinosaurs chase people, and if they chase people, if it has the Jurassic Park theme, and if the action sets are good, then the movie's fine by my eyes. So what are your comments? So what did you guys think? Do you guys think this is a pretty accurate list? How would you compare this to mine? Well, let me know, and thanks for watching, and I hope everyone has a good day.